All right, chronotypes. What are they and why should I care? So most of us know about a circadian rhythm, right? Basically, it's like the 24-hour cycle our body goes through. It's when the sun comes up, it's our body saying, hey, it's time to wake up. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, it's when your body says to you, hey, it's been a really long day, you should probably go get some sleep. What a lot of people don't know about is something known as an ultradian rhythm, which basically is an hour-to-hour cycle that our body goes through. And what this does is it can help us identify the typology of the chronotype that we are. Now, this is actually going to kick off our entire week when we talk about productivity. And so we're going to use things like our chronotype as well as different apps to increase our productivity. And that's what I want to talk about over the next week. But first, we need to start with what are chronotypes and why are they important? So basically, Daniel Pink wrote a book. Now, he's a great author. He's written a lot of books, everything from Drive to Thinking Fast and Slow. But one of his most overlooked books, at least in my opinion anyway, is a book known as Win. And so in Win, he identifies 3 different what we're going to call chronotypes. Basically, it's how your body reacts throughout the day to give you different peaks and troughs and recovery windows. In Daniel's book, there are 3 different chronotypes. There's the morning lark, which are your early risers, your go-getters, people that are up before the sun's up. Then you have your night owls on the opposite end of the spectrum. These are the people that do their best work at night, that probably stay up later than you think they should if you're a different chronotype. And then you have everybody else, which we're gonna call third birds. It's not the best name, but it's what Daniel uses, so anyway. Basically, it's like the rest of the population that basically wakes up at normal times or what would be considered normal times. So larks make up about 14% of the population, night owls make up about 21%, and the rest, the 65%, are your third birds. Now, how do you know which one you are? Well, that's going to depend on when your midpoint of sleep is. And so if your midpoint of sleep is 3:30 a.m. or earlier, then chances are you're a lark. If it's 5:30 a.m. or later, chances are you're an owl. And if you're anywhere in between those 2 windows, well, then, once again, you're a third bird. Now, let's talk about a 4th chronotype. And so, Dr. Michael Brouse wrote a book known as The Power of Win, and in it, he talks about a 4th chronotype known as the dolphin. Now, we went from birds to dolphins, so let me explain for a second. Brouse talks about chronotypes and he labels them slightly differently. To him, a lark is known as a lion, a owl is known as a wolf, and a third bird is what's known as a bear, with the 4th, this other chronotype that I'm talking about, being labeled as a dolphin. Now overall, his 3 main chronotypes, right, the lion, the wolf, and the bear, correspond to Pink's. The lion is the lark, the owl is the wolf, and the third bird is the bear. So they're pretty much in sync with that, but Brouse comes in and introduces a 4th version known as the dolphin. Now, while the dolphin is a small subset of the population, it's under 10%, they do exist. And the difference with dolphins is these are the people that are neurotic, that are a little scatterbrained, that basically just don't sleep at all, right? So typically this is associated with like your borderline genius or borderline like 2 genius type people. So they do exist, but they are a small subset of the population. So why does all this matter? Why have I spent the last 3 minutes telling you about chronotypes? Well, if we can understand our chronotype, we can then utilize that to rearrange our schedules to do better work during the specific time based on that specific task. So, let's say you have some really focused, intensive work to do, like writing a blog or creating a schedule or coaching a class. Ideally, you should be doing those things during what Pink calls your peaks, right? Or like basically in Brouse's book as a lion between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Now, at the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're an owl or a wolf, you're gonna be wanting to do your peak work, right? Your highly intensely focused work between 5 p.m. and midnight. So as you can see, it's drastically different. If I'm a lark slash lion, I should be coaching in the morning. If I'm a wolf slash owl, I should be coaching in the evening. So by doing this, what we can do is we can really play to the strengths of our biology and do our work at the best time that's suited for us. Now, it's not always the case, but it's something that we can work towards. So I'd love to hear, what's your chronotype, right? Comment below and just let me know. Me, personally, I'm a lion. I get up early, like pretty much every single day. My best work is done before noon, and then I'm pretty much done for the rest of the day. But I'd love to hear yours, so comment below, let me know, and I can't wait to hear it. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click that little bell so that you get notified when we post new videos, and don't forget about our mailing list, because it's brand new, so yeah, hop on it so you get this in a blog form too. Thanks so much for hanging out and chatting. Yeah, I hope you found this useful. I'll catch you next time.